Hey everyone, today we're going to dive into a really simple story that has a surprisingly deep message. It's a tale of two birds, and it might just make you look at the people you hang out with a little differently. Let's get right into it. But first, let me ask you this. Can the people around you, your friends, the folks you work with, your community, can they actually change who you are deep down? It's that classic nature versus nurture debate, right? Well, this little fable has a pretty powerful answer. All right, so let's get into it. Our story is called A Tale of Two Birds, and it starts, like a lot of stories do, with a very peaceful beginning. So, picture this. You've got two brothers, two little talking birds. They grew up in the exact same nest, with the same parents, the whole shebang. Seriously, in every way that matters, their lives started out on the exact same path. But you know how stories go. One single day comes along and just changes everything. Their path, which was once shared, is about to split in a big way. So you're probably wondering, how did this all happen? Well, one day, their parents were away from the nest. A villager who knew these weren't just any ordinary birds saw his chance. He set a trap, and in all the confusion, the two young brothers got separated. Just like that, they were pushed onto completely different journeys, with no say in the matter at all. And this is where things get really interesting, because now that they're separated, each bird ends up in a totally different world, a world that's going to shape them in some really profound ways. Okay, so the first bird, he gets super lucky. He manages to escape the trap and stumbles upon this peaceful little hermitage. And guess what? They welcome him with open arms. He gets to live there happy and joyful in this really positive, nurturing place. But his brother? Yeah, not so lucky. He's the one who gets caught by the villager, and this guy, let's just say, did not have good intentions. So think about that for a second. One bird finds peace and a warm welcome, the other gets stuck in a cage surrounded by negativity. Fast forward a bit. An explorer is passing through the village, and he comes across the second bird. At first, he's just amazed, right? A talking bird? But that amazement turns to anger real quick. The bird is just so rude to him. It's pretty clear it had picked up the language and the attitude of the person who was keeping it. Later on, by pure chance, that same explorer finds his way to the hermitage. He sees what he thinks is the same bird, but this time the vibe is completely different. This bird is polite, respectful, and welcomes him warmly. The explorer is just blown away. How could these two birds be so incredibly different? So let's just lay it all out, side by side. You've got the bird who lived with the rude villager, he learned to be rude, and he made the visitor angry. Then you have the one from the peaceful hermitage. He learned respect and made the visitor feel welcome. They literally started from the exact same point, but their surroundings, they led to two completely different destinies. And that brings us right to the heart of this whole story, the incredible, undeniable power of the company we keep. The lesson here is so clear and honestly pretty profound. It's simple. Good company leads to good behavior, and bad company, well, it does the opposite. We basically soak up and reflect the attitudes, the habits, and even the words of the people we're around the most. So what does all this mean for us today in our own lives? It's a huge reminder that our environment, and especially the people in it, they shape everything. Our habits, our attitudes, our whole perspective. At the end of the day, who you hang out with plays a massive role in who you're becoming. And that really just leaves us with one last really important question. Forget the birds, forget the villagers for a second. This is about you. Take a look around at your own life. Who are you choosing to be your company? And maybe more importantly, what are they teaching you to say? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.